Sometimes members of this group get so desperate to prove me wrong and invalidate me that they over question and wind up validating me more and more in my own heart that what I'm saying is true. I know they're going to keep invalidating, they're going to keep denying because that's what they're here to do. But today opened my eyes a little bit because I had a conversation with somebody in the comments. So I'm not going to go through the full conversation, but I'm going to explain the situation that we were talking about. So when I was 12 or 13, I don't remember my exact age, I'm bad with dates. I don't know if that's a me thing or if that's a schizophrenic thing. I'm bad with dates. I'm bad with years. I will straight up tell you I was 15 in 2000 and have no idea whether that was correct. I think it was. But when my great-grandmother passed away, we were up in Georgia. We were all staying at a hotel. The other children were playing in the swimming pool. Sarah, Kathy's daughter, who is a little bit younger than me, loudly barred me from playing with the other children, saying that I was trash. My parents threw me away. That's why my grandmother's taking care of me. Nobody wanted me, and they didn't play with trash. So I wasn't allowed to play with them. So I'm talking about this in the comments, and the man says, well, those are kids, boo, kids do this. Well, yes, but then you have to factor in that these are family. This is not just a random group of children excluding a single child. It is a group of family members excluding a single child. And after I point that out, they say, well, if the adults were doing it, it would be considered abuse. Oh, really? Adults excluding one singular child is abuse. So when I told the adults what was happening, because as you can all tell, I'm a crybaby little bitch, and I told my grandmother in tears that I was trash and the other children wouldn't play with me. She had a conversation with the other parents who were her children, and it was decided that they were not going to correct the situation, that I was in a weird position and they had no reason for their children to understand it. So the parents, the adults of the situation, also turned me out and neglected me, and are still. My aunt intentionally left me out of my mother's obituary. The reason they didn't read my grandmother's will was because it left me everything. It wasn't just that they didn't want to read my grandma's will, it's because of me. It has all been because of me, because of their need to extract me and separate me from their family, the way that they have always treated me. At my grandmother's, while it's true that she bought me everything I wanted, nothing was really mine. Because when the cousins would come over, they would take what they wanted, they would break what they wanted, they would get upset if they weren't allowed to play with a certain item because it belonged to me. They were playing in my bedroom and being upset if I restricted anything. Because to them it was not my bedroom, those were not my belongings. It was Grandma's house, and everything is for everybody because everything is Grandma's. And Mary is not a human being who deserves belongings or privacy. She is one of Grandma's belongings, and she belongs to everybody, and we can treat her however we want. And that's the way it was. It was abusive then. And the fact that it's still happening is just sick. The fact that there are thousands of people now trying to help my family isolate me. I keep fighting because I know what's true. And I know what's right. And I know that eventually what's true and what's right is always what comes out on top, unless it gives up or breaks down before reaching. I'm not going to give up. They attacked my brother. I can't just back down and let them do this to other people, knowing how much it hurts. I can't let them continue without speaking up and trying to stop them, because nobody deserves to feel this way. Absolutely nobody. Not me, not you. And the worst part is, I've been conditioned to feel this way. I've been trained my whole life that this is the way I'm supposed to feel. I'm supposed to be sad. I'm supposed to feel like nothing, like trash, like a burden to everybody in the universe. I'm supposed to wake up feeling that way every day. These are the tactics that they use to push people to suicide. The group that is following me and documenting me and terrorizing me came from Kiwi Farms, which is a site that was shut down for legal reasons because the members were going actively real life and trying to push people to hurt themselves. And now they're here on YouTube and trying to push me to hurt myself and trying to push a handful of other targeted victims that they have chosen that are weak and excluded from society and easy to hurt. They're profiting off of it, and it's a completely open secret. It's very clear. You can look and see exactly what they're doing. And one day the power dynamic will shift and it'll be shut down, and the victims will actually be heard. Till then, I'm just going to keep living in the truth, because I know what that is.